So I can't read minds, but something interesting happened a couple of months ago. I was heading to the Embassy of Greece in Singapore to donate some of my books, and as I was coming out from the train station, I saw a few people sitting on the benches using their mobile phone. One tall Caucasian guy in particular caught my eyes, and I had this thought, I wonder if the person is going to the same place as I am. It was so weird, I just strutted off and headed to the embassy. A few minutes later, I was waiting outside the embassy for my contact person. Then the lift, ding! The same Caucasian guy came out of the lift. My jaw dropped. And inside I was laughing out loud. The universe is playing this game with me again. The guy asked me if I was here to collect the visa. I said nope. But this is the place. Do you believe in telepathy, mind reading and synchronicity? Or are you skeptical and think that what I just shared is just pure coincidence? Actually, this wasn't the first time I knew where strangers were heading to. 4 years back in 2019, I went to the men's group for the first time. I was early, so I decided to go for a stroll near the venue. As I was walking, I sensed someone with a somewhat hectic energy rushing from the opposite direction. When he walked past me, I had a thought. The facilitator is here. Let's turn around and head to the venue. I arrived there first, and surely enough, that person was the facilitator. But like everyone else who have a skeptical mind, I was like, his photo is on a meetup platform. Even though it's small, I'm sure my subconscious mind has collected this information and matches it with what I perceive. And I saw him near the venue, so it's no big deal. 2 to 3 weeks later, I went to the same meetup. This time, I was at the train station, quite a distance from the venue. As I was coming out of the restroom from the train station, I passed by this Indian guy and I wonder, is this person going to the men's group? As usual, I strutted off and I walked towards the venue. And as I was closer to the venue, I passed by another guy who was looking at the Google map on his phone. And at that instant, I had a thought. Should I just turn around and show him where the venue is? I paused for a moment, but I decided not to do it because I didn't want to be this weird person to tell a stranger, hey, I know where you're going to. That day at the men's group, I saw both the Indian guy and the lost guy. And the lost guy was late because he went the other way. Oops. But that was not the end of the story. By that time, I was a little more convinced that there might be some telepathy going on, but I'm still a little doubtful. I was thinking to myself, well, they have photos on the meetup platform, right? So even though one of them was unclear and the other person was wearing sunglasses, it could be a lucky guess. And I know I'm intuitive. Maybe it's because the venue we have for our men's group is somewhat spiritual, so I was extra intuitive. My analytical mind was trying to find reasons to explain my experiences, but at the same time, I'm playing with the universe and nudging the universe to show me more and convince me more fully. So several months have passed. I have totally forgotten about this incident. Then the men's group has moved to a new venue this time. One day, I was in my neighborhood and I wanted to take the train to the men's group venue. A Caucasian man was walking a meter or two in front of me, and I have this thought again. Is this person going to the men's group? We headed down the train station and we went separate ways. I thought, nah, it can't be. I reached the men's group early. When it's about time, this Caucasian man came in the door. He didn't have any profile pic on the meetup platform, and I was like, my jaw dropped to the floor. It was so funny, I didn't share it with the group. And at the end of the meetup, we were going home. The man asked me where I was heading to. I told him where I stay, and he said, me too. And inside I was like, yes, I know. Before you get spooked, like I can read your mind somehow. No, I cannot read your mind. I don't think anyone can tune into exactly to what other people are thinking in their mind. But what I do read is energy, and I pay attention to resonance. I notice when someone's energy resonates with me or not, and most of us might not be aware that we are unconsciously giving off a certain vibe and energy all the time. Intuitive people and empath like me will be able to pick out this subtle energy easily. And it's not like I have a special power. Telepathic connection is natural. We are actually more connected than we think we are. And the universe is arranging people to help each other and putting people with the same energy together. Recently, I was in the food court looking for a seat for my family. In less than a minute, a woman came up to me and said, "Are you looking for a seat? There's an empty table there." We just left. And before I could even thank her, she was gone. This happened because when I entered the food court, I was giving off the energy that I'm looking for a seat. I'm broadcasting this energy to the universe, and the universe finds someone on the receiving end to cooperate with me. A match. So is telepathy and mind reading real or fake? Who cares? It's not about right or wrong. Only the analytical mind cares about whether something is true or not. What matters is that I feel good and I enjoy this dance and fun I have with the universe. If you have fun and be in a place of non-resistance, you will also find it easier to tap into your intuitive and telepathic gift. And if you have any telepathic experiences with strangers or your loved one, please share it below in the comment section. I would like to hear about your magical experience.